Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Now, if you are doing B2B outreach or lead generation, you already know the importance of prospecting and researching about your prospects before doing the outreach. These days, with generic emails, flooding inboxes, personalization has a increased demand. And finding deep insights like company revenue, funding details, growth strategies, or even crafting a unique opening line is very much important but can take hours. And that's where the question about scaling lead generation efforts comes into picture. So today we are going to cover how can you do this at scale using Clay's AI. Now in today's video, I'll show you how can you use the AI features of Clay to perform deep research on companies and use those insights to generate personalized intros or emails at scale. So let's quickly move into it. The first thing that we'll do in Clay is we'll go to the find people wherein we'll simply add in what is our target audience that we are looking at by adding the filters. So say if I put in my target audience as founders whom I'm looking for, okay, that too in say United Kingdom, I'll add the company attributes wherein I'll put in the company size as 11 to 50 since I'm targeting SMEs. And in terms of industries, let me put it as software development. Next, I'll have a list of people that are as per my ICP. Now, continue and start with these 50 prospects. So, I have my entire list of data over here. And the first thing that I want to do over here is understand what on things can I readily extract using Clay. So when I move to the enrichment section, I'm able to see that what all things that I can take include understanding the company's latest funding, getting the company's website if that is not available, getting to know if the company has job openings or not, understanding revenue models, understanding what all strategies that the particular company has, what are their competitors, classifying that particular company in terms of B2B or B2C. So these are multiple company level research that I can do. But if I want to directly use their AI to do this, what I can do is that I can click on the use AI and I can put in a prompt over here to do exactly that for me. So in this case, what I can do is that help me do a company research and give me what are their strategies, the revenue, and competitors. So how is this going to help me is one, when I click on generate, what Clay's AI does is it starts sculpting a particular prompt for doing that activity. So it takes a couple of seconds to actually start and create a prompt that can help in terms of doing that. So you'll just quickly wait for a minute or two to see what is the exact prompt that it's creating. Now if you can see over here, it has started creating instructions wherein it identifies the target company, priority sources are defined, wherein we are able to get the about section, the strategy, the revenue, and it even defines what all things need to be extracted, along with what will be the quality and what are the validation rules. So this is one of the most interesting thing that it doesn't just give us data that is available, but it even validates it. And at the same time, there is a section for error handling that it does, wherein if there is any error like it's not found or anything, then it even highlights that. So over here we have a complete prompt ready, and what we can do is that we can quickly save and run. So ideally what I would recommend is you run the first 10 rows initially to see what is the sort of output that you are getting, and if it is right, then you can continue with it, and if it requires certain fine tuning, then you can do that as well. So over here, as you can see, it has started running the entire company strategy and research AI, and it is finding all the data, curating it, and then refining it, and then it will give us an output in a few seconds. Now, as you can see over here, we finally have started getting in the responses. So what I can do is that I can quickly click over here and I'll have the response. So I just can click on it and then I have segment wise, it has given me that, okay, what all things. So in terms of, I wanted to know the revenue. One thing, if it is not disclosed or not publicly available, then it mentions that. It has given me the sources as well. Further, it tells me in terms of their strategies. So this is what it has been able to find through multiple sources. And I even have the list of competitors mentioned over here along with their website and the source. So this gives me a complete clear idea in terms of my deep research that I want to do for a particular company. Now we'll see how to use this to further create a personalized intro that can be sent in our cold emails for this particular prospect. So what I'll do is again go to actions, I'll use AI and I'll put in a prompt that create personalized intro lines for a cold email that is based on the company research and the person's role, or say their about section description, or I can even mention or their profile, and I'll again click on generate. Again it does the same process wherein it starts sculpting or rather creating the entire prompt for us, and once that prompt is created, it organizes it and then it will give us a particular output. So we'll wait again for a couple of seconds for it to create the entire draft, understand what is it that we exactly want out of it, and as you can see here, it has started creating the suggested prompt with the instructions and all the other details that it's looking for. So it's doing the person research, it is going through all the available data points on their LinkedIn profile, finally formatting it, and then it will give us an output. So we'll wait for a minute for this to get into place. It has even shown us an example over here that how should the input be and what is the output that is expected. And then we get a final prompt that is there, and again we can save this and run it for the first 10 rows. Now what is going to happen again, it will use the AI to start creating those personalized intro lines, and while it's doing it, there are multiple steps to it. So first step becomes that it will go to their LinkedIn profiles, gather all the data, understand and break it down into the relevant information, and then start creating the sort of intro lines that we want. There are two things it does over here. One, it takes the inputs from the LinkedIn profile. Second, it takes the inputs from the company research that we have done. So there are two things based on which it creates the intro line. So we'll again wait for a couple of seconds over here for it to complete. Now as you can see over here, we have finally started getting in the responses. So when I actually click on it, I'll get one, the reasoning that what all data point has it captured from the profile. And then finally it gives me an intro line like what you can see over here, which is completely customized. It incorporates everything right from giving a quick one line about the company and then one line about the person's role from their description or so. So how does this help me in the end is in terms of putting out or sending something that is very much relevant, that is something that can attract someone's attention and start giving me the responses that I'm looking for. So this is how you can use Clay's AI for deep research and hyper personalization for your outreach. It even has its email campaigning capabilities, which we'll cover in our upcoming videos, through which it does this end to end. So this is one of the most underrated use cases of Clay, wherein people often just use it for searching for profiles and then directly doing an email outreach. But this is also more important in terms of doing the research before the outreach. So if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And thank you so much for watching this video.